Hello and welcome to Shirt Shopping, the series in which myself and a guest go shopping around classic football shirts. If you're not familiar with classic football shirts, they're the world's leading supplier of football shirts. They've got tens of thousands of items. They've got a shop in Manchester, a shop in London, which we're in today, and they also have tens of thousands of items online. And if you use the code AwayDays at checkout online, you get 10% off at checkout as well. So you can save 10% on any item on the shop. Also, with this episode, you can win yourself a £50 voucher for classic football shirts. All you have to do to have a chance of winning it is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment what you thought our guest's best purchase was. Speaking of today's guests, let's meet them. Mark Goldbridge, welcome to Shirt Shopping. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm looking forward to this. Love my classic shirts and not just United ones as well.
£500 to spend. There's a lot of shirts around here. Any leagues that stand out to you outside of the Prem?
I was a massive fan of Serie A growing up, so
Yeah.
I've got a few Juventus ones. I like Sampdoria, so yeah, that would be my second league, definitely.
Well, there's definitely going to be some Sampdoria ones in here as well. So I reckon we get round. Let's get into this. Come on.
Let's go.
Let's start with the jackets. This is my favourite section of the entire shop.
Yeah, is that because you like tracksuit tops and stuff like that?
I'm a big fan of a tracksuit top.
Me too, yeah.
Like in terms of like ones I've noticed already, this classic, it's like a, look at the back of that as well.
Yeah, I don't know what era that would be.
This is
Certainly never been in my wardrobe.
Would you not
or
pull
Christmas list.
You don't think you could pull it off?
I don't think grey really suits me, if I'm being honest.
It doesn't bring out the eyes.
No.
But that is, it's 94 to 96. Yeah.
Maybe as a funeral jacket or something like that.
Funeral. It's got a bit of Partridge Castrol GTX
Yeah, it has
vibes
actually.
to it as well.
Yeah.
I'll let you keep flicking through and show me anything that stands out to you.
See, that's, I got it on the back though, but that's a nice heavy jacket. Keep you nice and warm.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the old, not West Ham, but that sort of thing would be more my era.
That
I know it's
is
Chelsea,
very good.
But the Umbro manager's coat,
Yeah.
we all went through a stage of those at school. Shame there's no pictures because we'd have looked like a bunch of prats, but yeah, height of fashion.
That Leon jacket is really cool as well. In terms of like an old item you look for, is there any colours that stand out to you? Obviously I know red, but
Yeah, I do quite like the blues.
Yeah.
Which is not a Manchester United colour, but I do quite like a blue. I think it does quite well for me.
people are going to clip up you saying I do quite like the blues.
Yeah, but you know what? I like that.
Very nice.
That is Serie A.
Yeah, Kaká vibes. No, maybe a bit after Kaká. No, 0102 is before Kaká.
Yeah.
Stop
nice.
saying Kaká.
But no, the Chelsea current tracksuit top, I saw it the other week and I was like, you know what, if that didn't have a Chelsea badge on it, I like the material, I like the gold on it.
Yeah.
So I think a blue and gold is quite nice, which again takes me back to Chelsea, and I've got to be careful because my dad supports Chelsea.
Who is your oh sorry, this is your episode, but that Napoli jacket was 88 to 89.
Yes.
Very
so
old.
Maradona.
Maradona era, yeah.
Mars.
Mars.
That's kept well, isn't it?
I also find it really
It's a bit
weird.
like me, you know. A lot of people think I'm in my 30s and I'm not.
Are you not in your 30s?
No.
Would you believe I'm in my 30s?
No.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
People don't even believe I'm 26. The other day,
Yeah, I bet you get asked for ID, don't you?
I got asked for ID for a Red Bull.
He gets asked for ID for Red Bull, yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
You just took my joke. German Adidas. You can't ever go wrong with a German Adidas kit, I don't think.
What's your opinions of that? Would you wear a Germany shirt?
I actually did have one in. I got booed on the local park. It was like '94. It had been reduced from the World Cup, and it was the green one. And I put it on, and it was a different time in the
Different
90s.
time.
Wearing a German shirt was still frowned on a little bit. I think it was because they beat us in the 1990 World Cup. That was probably what it was all about. But it was a nice kit. But there is always that guilt of wearing a German top, but really they have nice designs. LA Galaxy, you see, black and gold.
Sort of the that's LAFC.
LAFC.
Sort of the water gets muddied as well because like I don't want to wear an Italy shirt now, really.
Yeah.
Because of what they did.
I've got this one. I mean, that for me, that's last season. I think that came out.
That's very you.
Very minimalistic.
Yes.
But you've got the different coloured stripes. Love it. Got that one.
Right. Let's keep going around because I'm getting the feeling that you're going to be more of a shirt man. This is some Serie A staff picks here.
Yeah.
Is that Gascoigne? This is Gascoigne era Lazio.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I always like the Milan kit. We've done that. For City rivals, I do think both their colours are just brilliant. Red and black or blue and black.
Yeah, and it's like proper easy to divide.
Yeah. I do like the Inter stuff, but yeah, the Italian tops are always. I think it's because when I was growing up, the Channel 4 Serie A,
Football Italia,
and it was the best league as well. And obviously Gazza was there, Platt was there, Baggio, Signori, all these great free kick takers. It's like what the Premier League is now, probably to the rest of Europe. Because you know, it was this exotic league that was just the most entertaining. So
it's weird how football works in there. Is like in my lifetime, it's been when I first grew up Serie A, and then it was La Liga for a while. But now, like, La Liga feels so weak to me. I don't even watch it, which is really bad. And people on Twitter will be like, "Oh, it's like I've not got the time to watch these things."
I think COVID for me did that, because before COVID, I'd always watch a lot of Italian football and I'd pick up the highlights of the Bundesliga or, you know, La Liga. But then when COVID hit and you had a game on every day, because they showed you everything, and I never went back. So I just watch highlights of other leagues really, but I don't sit and watch games of other leagues anymore.
Remember when the Bundesliga was the first one to come back?
Yeah.
And I think it was at Schalke someone the first came back, and it was 0-0. And I was like, probably didn't need it to come back that quick. It was like so boring.
Everyone pretended to like the Bundesliga, didn't they, for about 2 hours?
Or people like the Belarus division initially as well. Like, what are you doing? This one is going to be an iconic shirt for English fans.
Yeah.
With Jude Bellingham.
Well, we did that video with Will, didn't we? He was on my podcast, and he lives in that. I think he sleeps in it. Every show we do, he wears that because he's obsessed with him.
Do you prefer long sleeve or short sleeve?
I probably look better in a long sleeve because I don't do gym, but I prefer old school short sleeve. Yeah.
Yeah, but just Jude Bellingham is coming home. Bellingham and Rice in the middle. Maybe Trent in the middle with him. I don't know what the three will be, but either way.
Oh God, I nearly went to a Rangers shirt, and I always get asked that, Rangers or Celtic, and I refuse to answer.
Well, I don't ever answer it either.
No.
People are like, I think Rangers have better kits, and that's all I'll ever say about it. And even that got me like attacked.
Well,
it's not worth it.
Celtic are very stuck, aren't they? It's a bit like there's Solihull Moors, my local team. It's yellow and blue.
Yeah.
There's just not a lot you can do.
You can't really do much with it.
It's not a lot you can do with it.
It's like a Leeds home shirt. It's like, oh, it's white.
Yeah.
It's like every year, it's like the new shirts release. I'm like, that is the same as the last one and the one before that. There's not much you can do. Like with green hoops, what are you actually supposed to do? It's like Juventus. When they change it up.
We've just mentioned Inter Milan and AC Milan. They do a lot with red and black, but I think the colours. Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Right. Let's keep going around. This is still current season stuff. This is now a section where I think you're going to begin to pick some out. Any shirt you like the look of, by the way, just put it on my arm and we'll...
Oh yeah, I forgot I can buy some.
Yeah, you've got 500 quid to spend. Yeah, it's like that. It's like, I'll let you
I've done that on purpose though, and not seen anything I like yet.
I also like to do some quickfire questions for every guest that comes on the series.
Yeah.
Very quickfire, generic life questions. So, favourite TV show?
Probably, I like my comedy, so
I'd
probably go. I was asked this the other day actually: bench, start, or sell.
Okay, give me 3 TV shows then.
It was Only Fools and Horses, The Office, and Royal Family.
The Office UK.
Yeah.
I just finished rewatching it myself as well. Like the Christmas special of that is so good.
Yeah.
I love it so much. I'm just
I think it's about 20 years old now.
I've never seen Royal Family.
Yeah, it's good. Well observed. All on one camera, really. All sat in the living room. But no, I think it'd be Only Fools and Horses for me.
Favourite song of all time?
You see, I'm a bit like, with songs, it's a bit like my takeaways. It depends what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick one, I do quite like Slide Away by Oasis.
Oh, what a song! Yeah, that's very good. What a song! God, he knows his channel he's on.
See, I do like that.
That is very good.
I do like that. It reminds me,
very good.
because I'm old enough to remember them winning the FA Cup.
Yeah.
And it was against Liverpool, which is always great. And yeah, it's just a nice nostalgia piece, that.
I've just spotted a shirt in here as well, which I think is one of the top 3 shirts of all time. It is this Rangers shirt because the collar is so good. I think it's like just the perfect football shirt.
You're darting around Rangers a lot on this show.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm not going to comment at all. Again, another nostalgia piece. That would be Gazza, I think.
That's Gazza as well. He's getting his suit measured.
No, are we going to get me suit measured? Yeah!
Who would you say is the club you dislike the most as a Manchester United fan? Would it be Man City or Liverpool?
No, 100% Liverpool.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you still see Leeds as rivals?
No, not really.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I remember that as well. I mean, I don't like it.
Stan Collymore, that screams to me.
Yeah, I remember because I lived in Nottingham. I remember going into WH Smith in Nottingham in the summer, and someone was wearing that before the season had started. I said to my mate, "That's horrible." And he says, "No, that's their new kit." I said, "No, you can't wear a football kit like that." I mean, we're all used to it now, but I remember first seeing it and thinking, what's that all about?
It's very you to note that it was in a WH Smith as well. I like that. I like that a lot.
Oh, there, I love that, look. There you go.
Can we talk about that? The allegations that get thrown your way.
Yeah.
What do you make of that? It's
just
gone on for years. I remember, because I've been around for ages as well.
Yeah. It's just because I'm from Nottingham, really.
Yeah. My dad's a Nottingham Forest fan.
And why is that?
They were just big in the 70s.
Yeah,
Whereas my mum's side of the family's from Leeds.
That's why my dad's a Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
I think they were quite big in the probably early 70s. But
Yeah.
no, it was always United for me because of my granddad. And when I was growing up, there's VHS videos and stuff, and he loved the Busby Babes. But I did go to a few Forest games because it was the local team.
And I went to a few Norwich games growing up.
Yeah.
But
it's almost like when you're like 8 or 9 and someone says, do you want to go to a Forest game? You're not going to go, no, I'm United through and through. And also, I got to see Gaza play for Spurs. I got to watch United. I was at the game where Mark Robbins scored in the FA Cup third round.
Yeah.
So, I was talking, when we did that video the other week with Neve, and she was like, would you come and do a match at Solihull Moors with me? I said, I go down there quite a lot, let's do it. So I just like watching football.
But it's also it really just f***ed me off. People on Twitter especially have to be the best football fan.
Yeah.
If you don't go to every away game, like I have a job that means I can't go watch Leeds. Like physically, if I don't go watch Leeds, and if I watch Leeds every week, I wouldn't be able to make good videos.
Yeah, picking up loads of Man United.
No, I've seen that. Yeah, I keep doing it.
I am
I
listening.
wouldn't be able to make good videos. Like, the whole point of my channel is I go to different places. It's actually called AwayDays.
Yeah.
If it's called Home Days, I go watch Leeds every week. And that's the aim one day. One day I'll have a kid and I'll have a season ticket at Ellen Road. But I will then, I have bills to pay. And it's my dream job is I get to go around the world and watch football. And I have Leeds fans go at me on Twitter being like, oh, he'll be there when we get to the playoff final. And yes, I will. Of course I will.
But it's, I get it the same because it's like, oh, yeah, there you are, Goldbridge, sat on your chair doing another watch along, and I'm like, yeah, with 60,000 people watching. But that is I don't feel I can go and watch Man United play because it's a totally selfish thing to do because I want to go and watch them play. But if I don't do it, like as with people who watch your videos, they are not customers; they're a community.
Yeah.
And you build that community over the years, and there's a lot of haters out there who don't watch you. So your community who do like you want to support and be loyal to them. So for me, it's like, well, I don't know how long this lasts, but I know that if I'm stopped doing this, United will still be there, and I can go to loads of games.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting in the car and getting a season ticket is not a problem at all. So,
No.
Yeah, it's weird how people decide what sort of fan you are.
That's exactly how I feel about it as well with YouTube. It's like such a hamster wheel, and the way I liken it is like you're in the sea, constantly trying to keep afloat. That's the way I see YouTube.
You never
as well.
know when you're going to sink as well, do you?
Exactly.
I respect these people who take like 2 or 3 months off because I think fair play. I don't know whether I could actually do it, but fair play because you don't know what you're coming back to.
No, exactly. It's like I just constantly just feel like while I'm riding the wave of it, just do it, and then when I'm older, I can reap the benefits of the work I did then.
I do like that one.
That's Tim Sherwood special to me.
I actually had
Tim.
this shirt. I nicked it.
You nicked it?
Yeah, my mate had it. My mate I supported United. So it'd have been 95. I think it's the year they won the Premier League.
Yeah.
And he came down the park with this on. I think I probably had my Germany top on. And it was a short sleeve thing. And I don't know how I managed to borrow it from him, but he never got it back. I really liked it. In fact, I've got a picture. I've never put that out. I have got a picture of me in this top, smiling. Basically smiling because I wanted to send it to him.
Yeah.
But
then the rumours were he's a Blackburn fan.
But that's it. My first ever kit was an Everton kit.
Was it?
Yeah. I did own a lot of kits. I mean, I only did art GCSE so that I could sit there and draw football kits.
Really?
I just love designing football kits. This is like, for me, I could spend all day in here.
Right, before we go to the international section, let's show me the things you've got on your hand because
I'm going to get rid of Wimbledon, but
that's what the Football League said a few years ago.
Yeah. Hey. I do like the nostalgia of it because they beat Liverpool, and I remember that cup final. And again, I do like the Spurs one because I was a massive fan of Gascoigne. I think he's probably the best English player I've ever seen play. Yeah, I just pulled those pieces out for nostalgia, really.
They're very cool shirts, and I like that you've done that as well.
But I've gone with these two because I haven't looked at it, I believe we won the Cup Winners' Cup in that. If not, it's very similar to it because it's rounded round the neck.
Yeah.
Although it says 1988 to 1990, we won the Cup Winners' Cup in 91, I think. So maybe they changed it slightly. But to be honest, in the late 80s, you didn't really get a lot of evolution in kits.
Nah.
They were pretty much the same. But I do like that one. It makes me think of Mark Hughes. And then that one, we wore that at Wembley in '92 because I went to Wembley to watch it because they beat Nottingham Forest.
Yes.
And McClare scored, I think it was either 1-0 or 2-0. But so those two pieces for me would be nice. Now this will be a bit of a surprise for me because I'm not a big fan of international football. I was a big fan of international football. So
wait, England winning the World Cup, is that, so you could choose Manchester United win the Champions League or England win the World Cup? What are you choosing?
Now it would be Man United winning the Champions League.
Really? But you've had that in your lifetime several times.
Yeah, but I just don't. I fell out of love with England. I watched the Euros and I watched the World Cup, but up until 2006, I was mad into international football.
Yeah.
All the way from like being a kid, and then after Ericsson went and blew it, I just sort of, McLaren and Capello just switched me off for ages. Southgate sort of got me back interested again. No, I'd definitely be club over country.
Can I ask your opinion on Southgate?
Yes.
What are you feeling now, in or out?
Well, I would have got rid of him after the World Cup. Not really a big fan of how he selects his team, but I think he's going to go after the Euros. So for me, that England team, he's got to win it because I'm old enough to remember the team that Ericsson had in 2002.
Yeah.
And we should have won that World Cup, and it was a missed opportunity. And I feel if this team doesn't win something, we'll look back on it and go, that was a missed opportunity.
It is a phenomenal squad.
Definitely is.
But I think he's the right man.
Is that Germany again, by any chance?
Going into the Euros, it's us, France, and maybe Spain. But Spain don't have a striker, so it really should be us or France.
Do you not fancy Portugal?
Don't fancy Portugal, no, because I think they'll persist and play Ronaldo still.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely mental to me. Who do you think the best footballer of all time is? I'm guessing you're going to hark back to childhood maybe, or are you going to go more modern?
I do think it has to be Messi or Ronaldo, even for somebody who's a bit older than you, because just the consistency to do it week in, week out. I actually think they've damaged the game in a way, because I think people, if a normal player, and when I say a normal player, I'm talking about, you know, Marcus Rashford or Saka or someone like that. They're brilliant players, but if they have a bad game, they fell off. Yeah. And that's only because Messi and Ronaldo were ridiculously consistent for so long. But from I loved Zidane. I think the way Zidane played the game was amazing. Gascoigne, for a period of time before the injury, was incredible. And then probably Ronaldo and Messi. I think you have to have that debate about who's the greatest.
I was going to say, as a Man U fan, I guess you sort of have to. Although I guess the way he left the club last time wasn't great. So has that sort of soured things at all?
I'm a massive Ronaldo fan. And in many ways, he was right. But he shouldn't have done the Piers Morgan interview, but he was right about the way the club was being run.
Who's on the back of that one? Matute.
That must be quite relatively recent then.
97.
Oh no. Shows you what I know about Italian
my year of birth, what a year.
There we go, I've been drawn to that. I mean, that's very simplistic.
Very cool as well. Yeah. Very. I could see you on an episode of That's Football.
Yeah.
Wearing that.
It's almost All Black style, isn't it?
Yeah, do you want me to put it on my arm? Was a potential one?
Yeah. Beckham with the number 10 on the back is quite interesting.
Yeah, Beckham wearing the 10, then he gets the call that he's switching to the 7. Was a very fun story.
Tevez, divisive player.
I was going to say, what do you think of Tevez still?
He was a good player. I mean, this is probably, well, it is 08, isn't it? It's when we won the Champions League. So, yeah, left in bad circumstances, but if you go back to that season, really good player.
Okay.
Really good player, yeah. Definitely.
This was, I remember for my 14th birthday or 13th birthday, I got bought this with this exact print on it, Ross McCormack. And I remember my dad was just absolutely taken away by the fact that, one, I wanted it because it was like a highlighter, and two, you had to pay like £1 a letter.
Right.
And obviously, Ross McCormack, the shirt came to £77, and at the time, obviously, very expensive for the family. But the Ross McCormack, it's your episode, sorry, but he single-handedly kept Leeds in the Championship for about 2 years. I loved him so much. It's weird as well because, like, I obviously am someone who loves the lower leagues. Like, I still stand by football's about moments. It's not really about winning trophies or whatever. So, like, for example, like Luke Shaw's goal against Italy, I remember that high so much. Or like Muller's miss. Like the goosebumps I get from feeling them are more than Leeds lifting a trophy. Like, because like I had them
proper English. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but no, like, it's not just that. It's like because like I remember the moments from that Leeds season more. Like Pablo Hernandez got a last-minute winner against Swansea, and thinking about that makes me feel so emotional. But like, and obviously the images of Bielsa with the trophy, and we should never have sacked him and whatever, was amazing. But like, winning the title is like sort of the culmination of these moments, and I prefer the moments more than the end goal, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's hard to be like that as a United fan because the two best moments are led to winning the treble.
Yeah.
So that Solskjaer moment, and I always say the Sheringham equaliser was just probably the best thing I've ever experienced in football. And then it's a difficult thing. If you could bottle it and remember it, it would be great. But you go from the best thing that's ever happened, because you think you're going to lose, and you think the treble's going to go. So the equaliser is just like, oh my God, we're still alive. And then you want to react to that for hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Within a minute, he's gone and got the winner as well.
Yeah,
so
how do you even handle that adrenaline?
Well, it's a weird one because it's sort of like the release from the Sheringham one was so big, and then the Solskjaer one happens, and it's better. But your body's not prepared for it as much,
you can't come.
It's not
Yeah.
like you haven't had time to compute the other one, so it's just like this amazing couple of minutes. And I think for the next few hours of that, I don't really remember where I was. I just remember that it was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was sat on the beach with a whiskey and a cigar with a couple of United fans, just going, you don't want the night to end. But where I went for the previous 4 or 5 hours, probably the pub or something like that, but you're just lost in it.
I was the same for England-Germany. Like, I still stand by that's the best atmosphere. Wembley was half full, but because of that, it was like vibrating. Like, it was ridiculous. And I remember watching full time, crying, and then eating a KFC in a hotel a few hours later. I don't remember anything else. We will now get you to try on some of these shirts. We can whittle through these quickly, and if there's any you want to put back and not bother about trying on.
Well, I've got to look at price points, haven't I? So,
and I think sizing as well, because you.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not going to wear that Beckham one, triple X, double XL.
Let's put that one back then. Yeah. Whack it there.
Okay.
Can you wear a Tevez shirt really in good faith now?
No, I don't know why I even grabbed that. No.
We'll get you to try these 4 on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It fits really nicely, actually.
I need a couple of weeks in Mallorca to pull this one off, I think.
Yes. Murder on Zidane's floor. Very nice.
A little bit tight and a little bit wide.
That's how they describe Mark Goldbridge. A little bit tight and a little bit wide. Let's get you checked out. Let's do it. There we go, there are your shirts. 2 shirts, but two very good picks, I think. Thank you so much for coming on. Have you enjoyed it?
Absolutely fantastic. I probably could have done 4 or 5 hours on that.
Yeah.
It was that felt very condensed, but very enjoyable. Thank you very much.
If you have any guests in mind for a series in future, anyone in mind? Do you think it'd be good for the episodes?
100%. I do a show with him every week. I think Ben Foster loves his shirts, and I think he'd be a fantastic guest considering he's probably played against a lot of this lot as well. Yeah, Ben Foster, come on shirt shopping. A huge thanks to Mark Goldbridge for coming on. I'm sure you've subscribed to him. If you haven't, make sure to check out his links in the description. Also be sure to leave a comment for which one of Mark's purchases you thought was the best to have a chance to win a £50 voucher for classic football shirts. And once again, you can get 10% off at CFS using the code AwayDays at checkout online. And I'll see you very soon for more football shirt content and more AwayDays. Ciao, ciao. Bye.